Hello and welcome to Turība University Insider. My name is Agnes and I'm the head of International Office, and today I have two wonderful guests. One of them is Rahila. She's master student of Strategic Communication Management and comes from Azerbaijan. Hi.
Hello, Agnes.
And the second guest is David, who is studying Computer Systems Bachelor Study Program and is from Georgia. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, nice to have you here today. And today we're going to talk about your choices. In general, Latvia, Turība University, your experience. So I believe we can start with the first question. This is probably the most popular one, and you have answered it several times already, but here we go again. What made you choose Latvia as your study destination?
Oh, honestly, it's not that easy of a question for me because there's lots of good universities around this country, around this Europe, right? So before I chose Turība University or Latvia in general, I had to do a lot of research where I had to check out the individual process for each country, each university. And after lots of research, I found that the most compatible or the process was simple was Latvia, and I found particularly Turiba's applying process was to be the easiest. And I know this is not a very popular reason, but back when I was applying for Turiba, I had already done a lot of paperwork, let's say, for applying universities. There's always lots of documents, lots of forms. So I was really tired of just filling out and getting lots of documents. So I was like, okay, I just want to just make it simple for once. And that was a big plus for me, at least, that there was not a lot of bureaucracy required.
No, that's really nice to hear. Yeah, so take this into account. It's easy to apply.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Rahila, what about you?
I actually am pretty in the same page with David. So actually, it's easy to just apply, to make it by yourself, even without consultation, without anybody, actually. It's really nice. It's easy to just contact with the representatives of the university. And in total, why I choose this university in this country in particular, that's just because of, okay, we have a lot of options through the Europe, many universities, like any other options. But let's consider that I have a physics in my bachelor background. So it's a bit different for me to find a good university, which I want to study MBA or the management. So it's really hard decision to go around, check, and to find what is best for me. And that's why I chose Turiba and, of course, Latvia. So yeah, this is how my story started with Latvia and this university.
Yeah, thank you for your answers. I'm really happy about your choice and that you are here.
Thank you. We are also.
Yes, that's great. So consequently, the next question about the support you got from the international office team. How would you evaluate? David already mentioned some things, that it's simple, it's easy to apply. What about in general? Once you come to Latvia, did you get any kind of support already then or when visiting the international office? How would you describe that part?
Yeah, that was really easy to contact with you, actually. That was once I was just stepped into this university, I just received email from the international office that you need to do this and by each steps. And then about this documentation processes, all was really smoothly explained. So that was really easy to work with you guys, actually. Thank you so much for all those support. So yeah, beside all those chaotic processes, because I just came here in the middle of the semester in the November. So it was really tricky for me, but you were the best, that you helped me a lot through the process to just arrange everything. And yeah, that was really nice to have someone you can ask everything, you can have a help and support. So yeah, that was really a good experience for me with you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. What about you, David?
I mostly agree with everything she said, but I'll just tell it from my point of view, which was, it was my first time abroad, just outside of Georgia, coming to Latvia. And It's, as you can imagine, it's it's a kind of a scary time, a lot of confusion. You know, you're moving away for the first time. There's lots of things to do, so you're like, oh, what do I do first? Lots of things need doing. You know, there's this permit I need to get. I have to file this here. There's lots of things, but communicating with the international office, they really helped me to just organize the things that need to be doing step by step. Like, it was really helpful to just be guided, like, do this first, then do this, then do this, and these are the deadlines for this, and do this, and do this. And so I just followed the instructions, and it was very smooth. Naturally, I was very nervous at all, but like just talking, even in person, like it was really great to just be assured that everything is fine, and this is just the process.
Yeah, thank you so much. So out of this, I have another question. I was just thinking, is there any kind of piece of advice you would say to your future colleagues, perhaps, your peers that are thinking about studying here at Turiba, coming to Latvia?
Just coming to Latvia in general.
Yeah, let's start with coming to Latvia. So what should be in the bag?
Okay.
Warm clothes. When I was coming back, like last year, I think it was, I was in the airport. I met some fellow Georgian students who were also coming to Latvia to study. Not in Turiba, sadly, but you know, it is what it is. And he was a first year, so he was never in Latvia before. So we were just talking. And we were just discussing how cold it gets in the winter, you know? And I was like, you're going to need warmer clothes than that. Because when I was here in the first year, I come from Georgia, which is, I would say, pretty neutral country when it comes to like winter. No, like winter is cold, but not that cold. And summers are summers, you know, like just how you imagine your average weather to be. But in Latvia, it is mostly cold. So that took some getting used to.
Even in June.
Yeah, it takes getting used to the weather in general, because it's usually windy, you know. So not to say it's like bad. Like after all this time, this is like natural for me. It's in fact it's so natural that when I go back to Georgia, it's not cold there anymore.
Yeah, I've been to Georgia, I've been to Azerbaijan, city of wind, Baku as well. So about windy weather, you know, be careful.
Come to that stage, yeah.
Yeah, but definitely it's warmer there. But perhaps I'm not sure about Rahila, but David, I believe you have experienced some warm summers as well, when it gets really hot, like July, August, it's like 30 degrees and you're going to beach straight away because it's vacation time, or you're doing internship, and after your work you're just heading to
It does get warm in the summer, I'll tell you that. Like specifically like in the middle, like end of July, beginning of August, that's like peak summertime. And after that it starts to go down, but that's just like normal, I think.
Yeah. Okay, Rahila, what you would suggest putting in their bags, students?
Like, totally agree with David that we need to put warm clothes in the bag for sure. Some thermal clothes even. Everybody just recommending me that take some things from your country and you will need this. You will use all of them. And yeah, I'm sure that we have to consider that this is a north country, like it's cold in the winter, it's even getting colder. Okay, about the wind, as you said, I'm from Baku, so the city of the wind, so it's not a problem for me to deal with the wind or the cold weather, because all the time we are dealing with that in my own city. But in here, it's not that actually, that's not an issue for me in Riga. But still, we need warm clothes. I'm just remembering that in the first day, I was just wearing some cotton wool or something like really tight, like socks. So I need that. So to warm myself up and everything. Even in the day that I arrived over here, that was rainy already. So yeah, we need all the time. You can able to see rain, or just, that's what I mentioned to my friend, that in a day we feel 4 seasons. It just changes so quickly, and you can feel it easily. But you will adjust it, like you will use to all those things. I didn't able to have a chance to see the summer times in Latvia, but I hope that I could able to see this soon. So waiting for good times, but in general there is nothing that you can't deal with. Just be prepared, and that's what you need in your bag. So yeah, it will be fine, no worries. You will find warm clothes over here as well.
You came in November, so definitely it was like the tricky time of the year.
Exactly. This is just the middle of everything, you know, like just passing the like fall, going through the winter. And yeah. It's really something.
Okay, but in general, I know that you like Riga, you like Latvia. Do you have some favorite places, spots in Riga, elsewhere in Latvia? Have you managed to travel somewhere?
I have traveled around some places around Latvia in general. Like I've traveled to Sigulda and Jūrmala and all that. You know, very beautiful, very nice. But speaking of Riga, there's obviously, you know, the well-known district of Old Riga, as we know, all the favorite touristy places are there. I'm not a person who goes out all very much, but there is a favorite bar that I have that I used to sometimes go to visit with my friends. It's very nice.
Would you like to share it?
It's a Paddy's Irish bar or something like that. Don't worry, it's not Rock Cafe. Yeah, but other than that, I have a friend who likes to travel more than I, so he always tells us to, come on guys, let's go on this hiking trail somewhere that's like close to like Sigulda or something. And in a few weeks we're planning to go just there, you know, to see the nature part of it more than the city.
Yeah, sounds great.
Sure. From my side, I didn't have too much time to go around in Latvia. Some spots that I already have, like that's basically Jūrmala, Sigulda, or some other places, let's say, nearby the Riga. But I'm really into to explore the city, the country. So I have plans to go around. But I'm really good at traveling, actually. I just had good amount of countries that I visited already. So for now, I can't pick my favorite, but I hope that I will have it soon in Latvia, basically. I hope that I can find my place. But in Riga, basically, I really like spending time near the boulevard in Old Town. Like, I don't know, it just makes me feel that's not crowded, but also you can see the people enjoying the time, having some speech or doing something, having music and every kind of thing. Even in the good sunny days, it's just like amazing to just feel it and be a part of it. So yeah, that's what I really like, and that's my favorite thing to do in Riga once I have this time.
Yeah. So we're having this conversation now in June, and it's not a secret that midsummer celebration is a huge thing in Latvia. Are you interested in Latvian cultural traditions, or are you just skipping that and just focusing on studies and not hearing about?
I have many Latvian friends, so obviously, you know, as friends do, we share like, oh, what are you gonna do in the summer? You know, this is coming up. Are you gonna celebrate this and that? Unfortunately, I don't, you know, but I have friends who do, so I know some things about it, like this midsummer festival where you do the jumping over the campfire thing. I was like, are you gonna do it this time? Don't die. So I look forward to hearing how that goes, you know, but most of all, I hope to maybe be part of it someday. You know, I'd like to experience these cultures more or not. But yeah, so far I haven't had the chance to.
For me, I really enjoy while I'm being the part of this traditional cultural things. So that's why I will be the part of this. I'm planning to go to see the sunset and the sunrise at the same day. This is the longest day of the summer, as I remember. So it will be best to just experience this as well. So, and also like this camp bonfire, let's say, jumping on top of it. This is actually kind of same experience in my country. We are doing it in Nowruz. We have a national holiday, as you know, in March. We are celebrating. We are cooking many stuff, and actually, it's kind of similar with that. We are just having this welcoming, spring welcoming, let's say, in March, but you are doing it in July. So it's kind of similar, kind of same rituals, let's say. So yeah, it will be really enjoyable for me, and like as I said, it will be a bit familiar rather than just being to just foreign for all those. It will be fine, actually. Yeah.
It's like a saying in Latvian that it usually rains during midsummer celebrations. That's not true. I have experienced also celebrations without rain. So
for it.
Yeah. So let's move on to a bit more serious part of this discussion, and it's about your growth and maybe some challenging parts, if there are such. I have a question. How has studying in Latvia changed or influenced you personally as a person?
That is an interesting question, because
it took time for me to think of that, because I just tried to say in the right words to get out the core.
I think when I came here, this is going to sound a bit weird. So when I came here, I was a bit more of a, how should I say this? I don't want to make it sound bad. Warmer person, like an extroverted person, that type of thing, you know? But something about just all the combination of factors that we just discussed, it kind of makes you be more like individualistic, if that makes sense.
I believe you just merge in.
Yes.
We are Nordic people.
Yes. It's it's just kind of like you kind of like assimilate into the way like Latvian people are. And I know that Latvian people are like, introverts and all that. So like, I'm not saying it's bad. Like if you need some help on the street, you can just ask, and it's completely fine. It's, it's just, don't expect a smile on the street when you're just walking down, like just mind your business type thing.
Yeah, but you can always expect smiles in the international office.
Oh, of course.
We are the Latvian extroverts. We are those who are just open. Okay, you were saying that you can easily ask advice or something. What about language, English language? Is it easy for you to communicate here if you do not know basics of Latvian? And
that's actually interesting, because when I first came here, I didn't know any Latvian yet. Well, not enough to communicate meaningfully anyway. So there's basically a rule that I have where if a person looks younger than like 30, you can speak English. And most of the time that's true. But if they look like more older, chances are their English is not going to be that good. So I usually just speak Russian with them, and that also works. I remember there was a case where I was in the post office and I had to send something. And there was an old lady working there. So English was not going to work there, so I had to speak with my kind of broken Russian to get my point across. This, I need to send this here, and that worked. But I feel like as long as you know these two combination of languages, because the thing is, when I spoke to my Latvian friends about, I want to learn Latvian, they were like, why? No, you're not going to speak it anywhere else, So, I mean, I personally want to.
Unique.
Yeah. So it's not like you're going to come to Latvia already knowing Latvian, that's very unlikely. But if you're just talking about like, how can I get by in this foreign city if I don't know Latvian? If you know English and like a little bit of like broken Russian, you don't even have to be fluent, just like a little bit, then you'll be perfectly fine, I think.
Yeah. Rahila, so first question about your growth.
Yes.
Have you changed as a person? Do you feel something?
Of course I changed. I grew up over here. Let's say I just read that sentence like, I was a child in my country, I was a kid, I was having a good time, I was teenage, but now I feel like an adult actually, because I'm doing all those things by myself. Of course, in my country, I also have this experience, like experiencing adult life over there, working, studying, and everything. But you know, you have your family nearby. You can always ask them. You can always like let some things for your family, your parents to deal with. But now in here, you have to deal with everything by yourself. Let's not make a deal, but you have to just know how to survive, how to organize, how to conduct with the things. So it makes you grow actually, and it's the best part of living abroad. So I will really suggest and recommend it, that you have to experience it once in a lifetime. For a short, for a long period, it just depends on you. In which country, in which conditions, it also depends on you. But of course, you have to make a clever decision. But in the end, it will help you, like for your future, for your even like yourself and your family as well. Like they know that you grow up already and you can make everything easily. Like while I was just talking with my mom, she was always saying that what you did today, and I just said blah blah. Okay, you did good. You did blah. I mean, she was also surprised that okay, you dealt with all those in a day, and it's really surprising. Of course, she also experienced all those in her younger age, but in other countries and foreign countries, it's a bit different, you know. And yeah, it's a good part of it. That makes me more individual, makes me more confident, of course. And yeah, and about this part that David mentioned already, like being a bit, how should I say, cold to the people. Yes, it's just mixed up of this Latvian culture and my own, let's say. It just collapsing, merging. Yeah, that's why it's fine. I was more touchy person before, and now it just turns out I'm not, but I'm still extrovert, as you see. I love to speak and approach to the people and have suggestions or ask something. It's really fine for me. For like for that time, I really earned too many things about the experience, about this, how to deal with the life. And yeah, it's really, really amazing. And I have to experience it. And I will also recommend to just have this chance. Yeah.
I remember myself, I was having a subject way back. And it was subject related to cultures and diversities and cultures. And now when you're talking, I'm realizing that this is also a wonderful way how to experience those cold cultures, warm, and those dimensions and the difference in communication. So, and for you as a student of communication, it's like a real life example.
Exactly. This is best thing for me. Exactly.
Yes. So then let's move on and let's talk about your studies. So the study approach, the academic life, when it comes to the study courses, the methods that teachers, professors are using, what can you say about that? Just like general information, like a summary, what you have learned here about those approaches. For those students who are thinking, how is it there at Turība University? Is it like more practical, theoretical? Are there hands-on experience, or you're just reading books and writing your own paperwork? So how is it?
Well, as you already said in the beginning, I am a student of IT, so I think my experience will be a bit different from Raquel's. But in my case, I would say that we are mostly practical in our studies. In our lectures, we are mostly practical. While there are some courses where there's like some theory to learn, I would still say that at the end of the day, it's the big focus is on doing rather than looking at slides, which I consider to be really good, because I think, me included, a lot of people learn when they do it themselves and see the results and like, oh, I did this and this happened, you know? I think that's the most like simplest and like most natural way to learn things, right? Like when you see things do right before your eyes. And considering other parts, when it comes to the theoretical bits, I think in my case we have classrooms, and usually classes are pretty, not classes like rooms, but like groups of people. The groups of people are pretty small when compared to some other larger universities. For example, in my case, we only had like less than 20 students. And this means that you can like interact with the professor very naturally, like individually, like one-on-one. And professor can actually like afford to take the time to like maybe like for a few minutes come over and maybe like explain some things that are unclear to you, or maybe you can just like ask a very specific question that you have, and it's like it feels like a conversation rather than just like sitting in a hall and listening. Because when I first came to university, I didn't really know how the lectures would go, even though I obviously look at a website and everything, but you don't really know, you know? Yeah. So I expected the situation to be like, oh, the old times when you just sit in a big hall and there's like a professor talking and you're just taking notes, lecture ends and you leave the classroom, right? That's kind of the thing that most people imagine university to be.
Learning from movies.
Yes, yes. Kind of you sit down, professor talks for 3 hours, you take your notes and then you leave. That I thought that was the university life. But it was much different. It felt like a conversation with my lecturer or my professor, which I found to be much better because it allows you to just, how should I say this? It feels more simple and more not out of reach, you know? Because the mystery of learning sometimes is like, oh, this is like mystical knowledge that's like big and but no, you know, it's just like writing or riding a bike, you know? So once you simplify things and don't think of them as like a big deal, and it's like, oh, this is like fine. Once you feel that confident with these like simple conversations, then I feel like studying is much easier.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for sharing your experience.
Yeah, from my aspect, like I'm actually in the same page with David again about that practical classes we had. Okay, I need both theoretical and practical classes, and our teachers like lectures was really good in that stage. They are always having materials like to show us, like presentations, videos, even we have sort of different, let's say, classes that we took already in a year. I'm a strategic communication management student. Actually, I have to mention it before, but
I mentioned it in the introduction, so it's fine.
I hope it won't let you just confuse. So yeah, for that reason, we have different classes through this semester, starting from communication psychology, strategic management itself, like research methods, from marketing. We have many classes, so that's why we have diversity. And in these classes, some parts just rely on the theory, but some I mean, not some, but let's say rest of them just rely on the practical. So you have to practice about the marketing side. You have to practice by yourself. You have to create your own site. You have to prepare your presentation, how to just sell the company, or how to just sell the product and some other things, or to analyze what you have on your hand. So for that reason, I really have good experience, and it just makes me to, let's say, to advance my skills in that particular part as well. So yeah, it's really good to have this information, to have all those materials, both in system and from the lecturer side. And it's easy to just understand. You can easily ask your lecturer, of course, as David said. You are just in a small, let's say, crib. I don't know how to just make it easy, but in small team, group, in small group, it's really easy to approach your lecturer, and you will have more time to talk about the things that you are struggling with. And of course, about the lectures, please do not of course, you will have some kind of lectures which you will sit on auditorium and you will just take a notes and something. It's kind of part of it, but not like every day, or let's say not the common thing in universities, not even bachelor, not even masters. So yeah, expect that you will have small group, maybe larger group. It will depend on the let's say major field you were choosing, but you will have enough space, enough time, and experienced lectures to talk and just to deal with all those things. So yeah.
It sounds for me that you're both really into the studies you're having. You in communication,
Yeah.
you in computer systems. It's wonderful. I believe that also professors appreciate
We hope
that.
so. Thanks for them again.
And definitely we appreciate that you are really into this and that you are like thankful for the approach and just trusting the process, how it goes. Thank you for this.
You're so welcome, surely.
So, last question set, I would say. There will be 9 questions, and you have to answer with 1 word, maybe 2 or more words, but it's like quick questions.
Okay.
Quick, fun questions, I would say. So, let's start. The first one. What's the most surprising thing you've seen or experienced in Latvia?
Cold beaches.
Okay. David?
Birds.
Birds.
Yes, birds.
Okay, here we need explanation.
Okay, I don't know if this is just a Riga only thing, but birds are so like friendly, like they just walk up to you as if it's completely okay.
And you're saying that we are cold in our culture.
I know that usually people say like bigger things as culture shocks, but birds are such a big culture shock for me. I grew up in Tbilisi most of my life, and the closest I've ever been to a pigeon was maybe 20 meters away. Like every time you approach, they fly away. But in here, I come here. In the first month, a seagull is chasing me. Like
welcoming.
Like, and just the other day, I was walking in this park, crossing a bridge. There's a seagull just on the railing, completely fine. I've never been this close to a seagull before, and it's completely fine. He does not mind.
So you say Latvia can be surprising.
It was so
nice enough.
It still surprised me just to see like how close birds are to people.
Yeah. Okay. So second one. Have you picked up any funny Latvian words or phrases?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you're first here. You just finished.
As I said, I have lots of Latvian friends. So one time I was in a call with them, just hanging out, and they have birds. Again, a lot of birds.
Okay.
So I don't know a lot of Latvian, but I did learn this sentence, which basically means, what are you doing? Because she was just yelling at her birds.
It's like, ko tu dari?
Yes.
Yeah, ko tu dari? So again, what about you, Rahila?
Okay, I can't remember. Sorry, under the lights. Okay, I can't remember any specific word actually.
But you have, I believe, just catch sometimes your...
Of course, I have Latvian colleagues in here as well, like in university, in my workspace as well. So we have kind of conversations. Okay, I remember one thing that recently we talked about, this flower. While you were just translating into English word by word, it was like a night candle, something like that. This is common.
Naktsvece.
This one,
Yeah,
yes. I remember that one basically because in the meaning itself in English, it's really beautiful.
Yeah,
and the flower itself, it's also beautiful.
So feminine.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, just remember that.
Okay, next one. What's your go-to cheap student meal in Latvia when you're on your way to the university and you have to quickly grab something?
Guys, let's be honest. I think we all choose McDonald's, no? Okay, have something different, but most probably not even in Latvia, in whole Europe, even in other countries. McDonald's is go-to meal for everybody, I guess.
Okay. What about you?
My friends call McDonald's my office.
Okay.
So when I want to sometimes just do some work, there's McDonald's close to where I live, so I sometimes just go down there and just sit there for hours and just do my work. So we jokingly call it my office. But if I have to just like rush somewhere and I can't sit for hours, a little bakery, the croissant with bacon is absolutely amazing.
Okay.
As well as the caramel one. I love it so much.
Sharing this, we'll take this into account.
Exactly.
Yeah. Next one. What's your guilty pleasure during exam season?
Cocktails.
Okay.
I have to say that. Don't just don't do this to me, please. We have to release the stress out. We have to find some solution. And chips, most probably. I'm not into that.
Latvian.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this.
That's great. Yeah. What about you?
Oh, for me, it's interesting because as a first year, when things were like really hectic and you had to do lots of overnight work, you drink a lot of energy drinks, right?
Oh.
But as we said, we have all matured. We are better now as people. However, sometimes when I need to do some work, I don't really drink energy drinks anymore. I don't like it for like health and stuff. But this is the funny bit. Just like when I see a can, like let's say I'm working and I have a can next to me, even though I'm not drinking, I just have it. I just feel more productive.
You just have to have.
I just feel productive if I see an energy drink next to me. I don't have to drink it. I just feel better.
So you just buy one and
I just have it next to me. And I feel like, wow, I'm so busy. I'm so productive.
Yeah. Great tip. Students take this into account. Okay. Next one is really interesting. If Turība University had a theme song, what would it be?
Would you like to go first?
No, I'm thinking.
For me. Let us just... It's really hard question, actually. Like, we just answered all those and just stuck in that question, so... Do you have
Pop song or something that's...
As a genre, like... Most probably... Like, lately I'm into Afro House.
Oh.
Maybe I could choose something from that, but... Because I'm lately into that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it will fit. Not jazz, definitely not R&B or classical music. Not this one. Maybe pop or... Yeah, something like... energetic, like you have to feel the beat, something like this, because it feels, or something related with the cats.
Yeah,
surely. I was just thinking which songs that I had related with the cats, and then just thinking about it nonstop.
Yeah,
I can't find it.
Okay, but so it's something that you would like to dance to, that kind of song.
Lately, Bad Bunny.
Okay.
The whole playlist.
Yeah, okay.
The last album was really fine. So maybe that's one.
Okay, thank you.
See, it's a bit not that clear to me because the image I have of Turiba is that there's lots of diverse people here, and lots of young people at the same time. So at the same time, the song I'm thinking about has to be like energetic, something that you would hear like in a club type thing, but also something that's like very unity focused, but I can't really find a mix because like it's kind of a, how should I say this, it's a really big difference between Turiba in the day and Turiba in the night.
Okay.
Because Turiba in the day is like very like welcoming, very nice and all that, but in the dark it's very active and energetic, Okay. In the day it's very calming, very nice, but in the night it's very active and energetic. So
you're thinking about those parties organized by the student council?
Yes, yes. I've been a lot of those.
Okay. Yes.
I was it. Want to add something while just speaking the diversity? Maybe this song just came to my mind, which I also heard it in the Christmas market this Christmas. So this, hey Caroline, oh oh oh, this song. I know that everybody knows this song. Maybe I can choose this one because everybody knows, everybody can sing, everybody dance. So why not?
Okay.
This one.
Thank you, David. I will wait for an email from you. Come up with the song.
Okay.
Okay. Next one. Have you tried singing karaoke in Latvian?
No, never. I'm not okay, not yet till now, but it's a bit. I have to learn first at least one song properly, and then I will try. But I love doing karaoke. But I will take.
Not yet in Latvian. Okay.
Yeah.
And you as well, not yet. Yeah.
I have tried.
Tried.
I have tried, but I do not remember what song it was because I don't remember what I was singing about.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in Latvian, of course, if you don't know the language, then you don't know what you're singing.
I don't even remember the song because it all sounds the same, you know?
Sounds the same. Amazing. Well, yeah, for you.
I don't understand the words.
Of course. Okay, next one. Which Latvian food item should not exist?
Oh, that's a big question.
Ooh.
I have not. I love them.
Okay, that's great.
Just one soup that includes olives and something. What was the name of this?
Solyanka?
Salyanka.
Yeah, no, this one's not for you.
I don't like it. Maybe we can just skip it somehow. But yeah, this is the one.
Okay. Next one. What's the most Instagram-worthy place you found in Latvia? Tricky question.
No many.
Exactly. Come on. Okay, he's living in Latvia for 3 years already, so most probably he had many places. Let me think about it as well.
So many of them.
I will pass it to the David first.
Okay. Anything that has to do around the parks in the Freedom Monument, amazing parks. Like across when you know those bridges that between the parks. If you stand in the bridge and like just take a monument behind you, great picture, amazing picture. Another one that's really good picture, I think, is oh my God, where is that place?
Is it in Riga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's oh my goodness gracious, I forgot the address.
Okay, maybe you can think of.
This church, Saint Peter's Church, on top of the church. Yeah, great view, 360-degree view of the city, on top of everything, beautiful sunset. This was the spot.
That's also really good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, and the last question will not be that fun question, but this is an important question. How do you think your time at Turiba has prepared you for your future career? Do you feel like it? Do you feel that you are more confident if talking about your future career?
Honestly, yes, because in my case, I don't know if this is the general case, but in my case, my lecturers and just my professors are very knowledgeable about the industry. So the information you get is like really fresh. Like oftentimes you hear like some sentiment online about like, oh, professors are so far removed from industry, you know, like things are not the way that they used to be back in their times and things like that. But in my case, my professors are still actively engaged in the industry. So you get like the fresh information as you stay in the university. So for example, sometimes, you can have some information that when you're first year and that can change in 2 years and you will know about it. So I think that this kind of like staying in the loop is really good. And I like it. I like that about that.
Okay, it's really nice to hear.
Yeah, staying in the loop. This is the thing. Yes, exactly. I was also thinking about. So yeah, we were just talked about many things: diversity, this help of support of lectures and everything. Yes, it makes it easy. And yeah, we are on the same page with the David again. I'm just really like saying that you are good at explaining the things. Actually, I really like it. I really like this approach. So yeah, basically, it is what it is. It's exactly like this. Yeah.
Okay, with this type of question, we will finish our conversation today. And I would like to say thank you for participating, for being here at Turiba, for choosing the university and being here in Latvia with us. And for our viewers, follow us on social media. Follow also this YouTube account for more podcast episodes. See you soon. Thank you and goodbye.